SIAM Jackson is great. Denzel is great. Mm. And so before we condemn them, let us see that we all have the drum major instinct. We all want to be important, to surpass others, to achieve distinction, to lead the parade. Alfred Adler, the great psychoanalyst, contends that this is the dominant impulse. Sigmund Freud used to contend that sex was the dominant impulse, and Adler came with a new argument saying that this quest for recognition, this desire for attention, this desire for distinction is the basic impulse, the basic drive of human life. This drum major instinct, as you know, we begin early to ask life to put us first. Our first cry as a baby was a bid for attention. And all through childhood, the drum major impulse or instinct is a major obsession. Children ask life to grant them first place. They are a little bundle of ego. And they have innately the drum major impulse or the drum major instinct. Now, in adult life, we still have it. And we never really get rid of it. We never get by it. We like to do something good. And you know we like to be praised for it. Now, if you don't believe me, you just go on living life and you will discover very soon that your life, that you like to be praised. Everybody likes it. As a matter of fact, and somehow this Warm glow we feel when we are praised. When our name is in print, it's something of the vitamin A to our ego. Nobody is unhappy when they are praised, even if they know they don't deserve it. I mean, if they don't believe it. The only unhappy people about praise is when that praise is going too much towards somebody else. Everybody likes to be praised because of this real drum major instinct. Now, the presence of the drum major instinct is why so many people are joiners. You know, there are some people who just join everything. And it's really a quest for attention and recognition and importance. And they get names that give them that impression. So you get your groups and they become the grand patron, and the little fellow who is henpecked at home needs a chance to be the most worthy of something. It is the drum major impulse and longing that runs the gamut of human life. And so we see it everywhere. This quest for recognition. And we join things, overjoin really, that we think that we will find that recognition in. Now, the presence of this instinct explains why we are so often taken by adversaries. You know, those gentlemen of massive verbal persuasion. And they have a way of saying things to you that kind of gets you into bind. In order to be a man of distinction, you must drink this whiskey. In order to make your neighbors envious, you must drive this type of car. In order to be lovely to love, you must wear this kind of lipstick or this kind of perfume. And you know, before you know it, you're just buying that stuff. That's the way the advertisers do it. I got a letter the other day. It was a new magazine coming out, and it opened up, "Dear Dr. King, as you know, you're on many mailing lists, and you're categorized as highly intelligent, progressive, a lover of the arts and the sciences. And I know you will want to read what I have to say." And of course I did. As you said all of that and explained me so excellent, exactly, of course I wanted to read it. Very seriously goes through life. The drum major instinct is real, and you know what else it causes to happen? It often causes us to live above our means. It's nothing but the drum major instinct. You ever see people buy cars that they can't even begin to buy in terms of their own income? You've seen people riding around in Cadillacs and Chryslers who don't earn enough to have a good Model T Ford, but it feeds a repressed ego. But now the problem is, it is the drum major instinct. You know, you see people over and over again with the drum major instinct taking them over. And they just live their lives trying to outdo the Joneses. They got to get this coat because this particular coat is a little better and a little better looking than Mary's coat. And I got to drive this car because there's something about this car that makes my car a little better than my neighbor's car. I know a man who used to live in a $35,000 house, and other people started building $35,000 houses, so he built a $75,000 house. And he built $100,000 house, and I don't know where he's going to end up. He's going to live his life trying to keep up with the Joneses. There comes a time that the drum major instinct can become destructive. And that's where I want to move now. I want to move to the point of saying that if this instinct is not harnessed, it becomes a very dangerous, pernicious instinct. For instance, if it isn't harnessed, it causes one's personality to become distorted. I guess that's the most damaging aspect of it. What it does to the personality, if it isn't harnessed, you will end up day in and day out trying to deal with your ego problem by boasting. Have you ever heard people that you know, I'm sure you've met them, that really become sickening because they just sit up all the time talking about themselves, and they just boast and boast and boast, and that's the person who has not harnessed the drum major instinct. And then it does other things to the personality. It causes you to lie about who you know sometimes. There are some people who are influence peddlers. And in their attempt to deal with the drum major instinct, they have to try to identify with the so-called big name people. And if you're not careful, they will make you think they know somebody that they don't really know. They know them well. They sip tea with them, and they this and that and that and this. This happens to people. Another thing is that it causes one to engage ultimately in the activities that are merely used to get attention. Criminologists tell us that some people are driven to crime because of this drum major instinct. They don't feel they are getting enough attention, and through the normal channels of social behavior, and others turn to antisocial behavior in order to get attention, in order to feel important, and so they get that gun, and before they know it, they rob the bank in a quest for recognition, in a quest for importance. Then the final great tragedy of the distorted personality is that when one fails to harness this instinct, he ends up trying to push others down in order to push himself up. And whenever you do that, you engage in some of the most vicious activities. You will spread evil, vicious, lying gossip on people because you are trying to pull them down in order to push yourself up. The great issue of life is to harness the drum major instinct. This is so, Dr. King. May Almighty forgive you of your transgressions in the flesh and the desires of the flesh. They were coming at you left and right. I know that struggle. And I knelt down in my parsonage one night and asked the living God to get me up out of this. Because I had all the charisma, and he wasn't taking that away, and he wasn't taking his anointing away. And the women were coming out of the woodwork. They were coming with pentagram $200 shirts. They was wanting to give me baths in the middle of the night. They was coming with food until I was weighing 225 pounds, and I don't need no 225-pound frame on. May Allah the gracious and the most merciful illuminate your soul, Dr. King, forgive you of all your sins. During this Ramadan, the last day, as I know of Holy Ramadan. Probably should have shared more of your speeches, but I'm tired of giving it to these takers for free that won't even post the post. Dr. King. And you died. So there would be. the heavens and the earth. I do praise you. I don't know how none of that came out. Spike Lee camera's drunk. Spike Lee is drunk on the camera. But you didn't have to see me anyway. I really just hear the music. But I'm going to tell you, if you're not listening on a good sound system, you're not hearing the scissor box drum. It'll sound like metal striking against metal. In order to experience this music, and to experience any music of quality, you need quality equipment, at least a quality consciousness. And if you don't have it, you try to get somewhere where you can listen to what it's really sounding like. But you only have 3-minute attention spans, and I understand that. So this is not for these kind of people anyway. This is for some, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people, or all these hundreds of people coming to this page. You know SIAM is real, and you want to help some children. You want to be blessed, send some of your proceeds and your money so it can be purified by and to a source that can purify it for you so that it can increase you. Increase you dealing with spiritual laws you don't understand. You need to understand it though, or you'll forever be talking about how broke you are. I never say that word. If I don't have but a P in the cabinet, I never say I'm broke. So every day I wake up, I'm looking for some kind of miracle to come to me. And because I look for it, they come all the time. I don't have time to talk about what I don't have. I've learned to praise this creator for all that I do have, so that I don't have time to talk about what I don't have or what I want. It's never been about what you want. It's not your body. It's not your nose, not your ding-a-ling, not your eyes, not your lips, not your feet. All of this is his holy temple. It don't belong to you. It's his property. I don't care what face you call yourself. It applies to anybody talking about they know God or they want to believe in God. You that cometh to God, the New Testament says, must first believe that he is, but it don't say stay there. It don't say stay there. Forever believing and never coming to a direct knowing. And I don't have a manuscript, and I just wanted to play this music, and I was thinking about my master and my brother, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and I was going to do this Memphis, Tennessee speech, departing speech. You know, I was looking at the drum, and the drum major instinct fell open, and so that is obviously what I was intended to say today in my poor, inadequate way to represent such a magnanimous, royal, and regal, poetical, prosaic, genetic black genius, DNA, original gene, brilliance outshined the sun in his eloquence and the atomic core of his desire to help people who are oppressed and poor and affected by racial discrimination in this country. And while we love Dr. King, I say prophetically, with no demeaning to Dr. King, that in the end it won't be Dr. King, it will be remembered nearly as much as it will be the great Malcolm X. Not because Dr. King was less, but because of other reasons that I'm not going to get into here. I am the voice of the future, coming to your present now. Those that have eyes can see, those that have ears can hear. This man can never play no drum. My confidence and my authority is in the one who don't need me to have a script or a manuscript to speak to his people. In the meantime, he lets the tares grow up with the wheat. They all look the same. Tares look like wheat. But on the day of sifting, which is every hour and every second, and every atomic part of every second, you are being sifted, even though you are asleep and are not aware of your sifting. You are yet afforded in the short time you have an opportunity to work on your sifting before the Creator works on it through the laws you have broken when you decided to jump off the top of the Empire State Building thinking you could fly because you went to school and got a few degrees and you attended Yale and Harvard and you took a course in aviation and you just assumed you could go up to the top of the Empire State Building and jump off and you would fly. And you did. By the force of gravity, straight down to where you saw that concrete coming towards your face at how many miles per second? And when you hit that concrete, that may have been the day that you discovered that concrete don't move nearly as fast as crushed bones, blood, and soul smashing into concrete. It was not God that did that to you. It was your ignorance of cosmic law that did that to you. And whatever you send out, it's going to come back. And you want it to come back right, send it out right. Much love to my true supporters and my few sons and daughters on this machine. My gratitude to those who have posted, who will just move their fingers and mouse and take a post that breaks no rule, that has not any filth in it, is not unclean, and post it to the groups that I put many people in, coming to this page, and help the administrators build their groups who sit on their behinds while they see me being massacred. You're going to have to pay for that, so I'm not the one that's going to send out the paycheck. You sending it out. Look how many people I brought to your group. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus walked, when he washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. I'm working with the words. Oh, happy day. 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 Oh, happy, happy, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy, happy day. When Jesus washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. What you singing in the church? Church ain't singing in you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina sirata mustaqim. Sirata ladina an'amta alayhim. Ghayru maghdubi alayhim wala dhalin. That's what you're saying in the mosque. Mantle but you're not living that in the mosque, and the mosque ain't singing it in you, and reciting it in you. You reciting it. You making the salah. It's supposed to be Allah making the salat in you. And you could go all Ramadan banging the floor and never made one salat compared to a man who broke his fast and fed 10 people. He got more blessing and barakah than you. You working it, huh? You got a job. You hard labor, huh? Yeah, well, some people are working slaves. And some people are being carried. Some people are crawling. Some people are walking. Some people are crawling. Some people, come on, Spike. Some people are being flown. Kidder was being flown. Musa was walking and working. Hard labor. You really think you can fulfill the law? Not if God don't give you the grace to love him so tough that it's automatically fulfilled from your heart and all your actions. Not because you're trying to work a job, but because what you call Allah has done a job on you and turned you inside out until you melt before him every time you think about him. Last of all, going into the salat, where you may spend an hour in the position of ruku alone, thinking about what you're getting ready to do in qiyam before you go down in sajda, where there's not supposed to be any you any longer. It's only supposed to be God, because the Nafi Nasbat blocks you out when it says La ilaha illallah. There is no independent agent but the independent agent that all dependent things are dependent upon. Let me get off of here. Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum to my Jewish brothers and friends, my Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. Baragani, Namaste, Ashante. You can say a whole lot of things besides hell is low on somebody. Don't wish your friends hell is low as your benediction when you answer the telephone. Start looking at the things you've been programmed to say and think, and don't justify them. Heal and feel them. Hell is low. You want to say that to somebody you love? You know, you call them on telephone, the first thing you say to them is, hello. You answer the telephone, well, I'm wishing you the lowest depths of hell today. Hell is so low. Hello. It's 1,000 zillion things you can say to bless somebody besides hello or hi. They write to me in the inbox. I'm sorry, it's not because I feel like I'm important. This is what my principles are. You write me something trite like hi, I'm gonna say, what's that? I don't know. Who is it? What? Hi. All right. I'm gone now. Sam Jackson is great. Denzel is great. Delroy Lindo is great. I don't want to be great. Not that way. I want to be the greatest nobody. Kuja, Khadija. Hey, baby. I want to be the greatest nobody this world has ever seen and known. Love you, baby. You fall in love with me for real, girl. Gonna get drowned, baby. You fool around with this ocean. Deep sea girl, you know what I'm saying?